In a shocking turn of events, the Cincinnati Bengals are set to face a significant hurdle as their star quarterback, Joe Burrow, prepares for surgery on a toe injury that will keep him sidelined for a minimum of 3 months. This crucial development has left fans wondering what the future holds for the team and their Pro Bowl quarterback. According to reports from NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, Burrow has made the decision to undergo surgery for a grade 3 turf toe injury after confirming the worst fears regarding his condition. He is currently in the process of selecting a surgeon for the procedure. The injury occurred during the second quarter of the Bengals' nail-biting 31-27 victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Burrow suffered the setback when he was sacked during a 2nd and 20 play, requiring assistance to leave the field. In his absence, backup quarterback Jake Browning stepped in and managed to lead Cincinnati to victory, throwing for 241 yards along with 2 touchdown passes and 3 interceptions. This success marked an impressive start for the Bengals, who celebrated their first 2-0 record in 7 years. Following the game, Burrow was observed using a walking boot and crutch. This injury is especially concerning for him, as it echoes past challenges, including missing the final 6 games of his rookie season in 2020 due to severe knee injuries and enduring a wrist injury that kept him out of the latter part of the 2023 season. What does this lengthy absence mean for the Bengals' 2025 season? The prospects appear bleak. With Burrow out until at least mid-December, Cincinnati must navigate through a demanding schedule that includes facing 7 playoff-caliber teams. If Burrow's recovery takes the full 3 months expected, he could potentially return for a Week 15 matchup against the Baltimore Ravens or face the Miami Dolphins in Week 16. However, the Bengals have a total of 11 games to play before his possible return, further complicating their playoff ambitions. Despite their initial success, the Bengals will need to adapt to their circumstances and keep their playoff hopes alive without their star quarterback. This means Browning must maximize his skills and tap into the talent surrounding him. Notably, wide receiver Jamar Chase shone in the previous game, securing 128 of his 165 receiving yards while Browning was at the helm, proving that the potential for offensive productivity exists even in Burrow's absence. Additionally, the Bengals defense will need to step up, with Pro Bowler Trey Hendrickson's stellar performance last week being a key asset as the team strives to maintain its competitive edge. Opponents will surely find solace in Burrow's absence, viewing it as an opportunity to capitalize on Cincinnati's vulnerabilities. So who is Jake Browning? Browning, a former undrafted free agent from 2019, had limited exposure in prior seasons, until stepping up in 2023 when Burrow was unable to play. Over 7 starts that year, he recorded a commendable completion rate of 70.4%. Amassing 1,936 passing yards, alongside 12 touchdowns, but also throwing 7 interceptions. He demonstrated his capability to run the existing offensive setup and didn't shy away from pressure, showcasing the ability to deliver under challenging circumstances. However, turnovers could pose a significant challenge. In the last game, Browning surrendered 3 interceptions within a short span of time. While some mistakes can be attributed to being thrust into a high-pressure situation mid-game, he will need to sharpen his performance against formidable opponents moving forward. If the defensive unit continues yielding turnovers as they have in the past, the onus will increasingly fall on Browning's shoulders to orchestrate effective scoring drives, a task that felt manageable with Burrow at the helm, but becomes more complicated now. The undercurrent of anxiety is palpable in Cincinnati. Losing an elite quarterback often leaves a gaping hole that is difficult to fill. Could there be alternative quarterback options for Cincinnati? While Browning is anticipated to lead the team, there's always the question of what happens if his performance falters or injury occurs again. The front office might explore potential trades or acquisitions, but the likelihood of finding someone more effective than Browning is slim. While Kirk Cousins might be viewed as a desirable catch, parting ways with significant draft capital for an aging quarterback seems impractical. Jameis Winston is another option, possibly more attainable, but may not substantially outperform Browning. The Giants might be open to trading their veteran quarterback, creating possibilities. However, Cincinnati's reluctance to sacrifice valuable assets for a temporary fix is understandable. With no clear-cut alternatives readily available, it's likely that Browning remains the focal point at quarterback. As for the injury itself, what is turf toe? Despite its harmless-sounding name, turf toe is actually a serious condition. It occurs with a sprain in the big toe joint, often caused by an upward bending motion that leads to severe pain, stiffness, and a significant limitation in motion. A grade 3 injury entails a complete tearing of the ligaments in that area, resulting in extreme swelling and an inability to put weight on the affected toe. Could Burrow's injury history be linked to offensive line issues? This latest setback has reignited discussions surrounding the Bengals. Struggles to adequately protect their franchise quarterback. Since Burrow's arrival in 2020, the team has consistently ranked among the bottom tier in offensive line performance, leading to Burrow suffering a staggering 201 sacks over just 5 seasons. The toll of repeated hits has contributed significantly to his ongoing injury challenges, as this season marks yet another instance where he will miss multiple games due to injury. Although the Bengals have made attempts to improve their offensive line by selecting tackle Amarius Mims in the first round of the 2024 draft and hiring Orlando Brown Jr., these efforts have not yielded the desired stability and protection necessary for Burrow's safety. While he may not blame the offensive line for every injury, the organization's ongoing difficulty in solidifying this essential aspect of their roster could ultimately derail their season. What are your thoughts? Can Jake Browning lead the Bengals successfully during Burrow's absence, or should the team look elsewhere for a solution? The discussion is bound to evoke differing opinions, so don't hesitate to share your thoughts in the comments below.